Hello everyone. Welcome to another exciting Tuesday night Eventide patron-only stream. You know, last week I really just wanted to chill and hang out and draw, and then I couldn't find the damn file. We had a good time nonetheless. We chatted about the campaign and how it's going and what's been up. Frankly, work has been a real drag on my productivity lately, but that is starting to clear up now that we're getting... The remaster is almost off of our plate, so I'm starting to feel more energized and doing more work. I've been making good strides on the final draft of Part 2, doing some advertising on Part 1, working with Frost on the final arts for Part 2, and doing writing on Part 3. And I'm revising the player's guide. So I've been doing odds and ends. I kind of hop around on stuff, and it's getting to that point where I just want to have some things that are done. Right? Because I'm working on 7 different things at the same time. And one of those things is this damnable map. Last week I couldn't find it. So, today, we're going to work on it because I found it. The funny part is it was in the wrong folder with the wrong name. And I only found it because I was like, in that folder, and it was a folder I had used for drawing tutorials, and I was like, wait a minute. I know what that other file is. It was like the Dwarven Brewery file. I was like, what's the other one? What's that file? I have no idea. And then I opened it, and it was like, oh, it's the map file I was looking for. So, hooray! I found it. So, here it is. And I know this is it because it has all the layers, right? So, I can turn the water off, I can turn the water on, right? I can come in here and turn off all the text, I can turn on all the text. Everything is here. The key is, it allows me to work in the right layers. So, this is kind of, this map is built via various layers. So there's the ground layer, there's the snowcaps layer, there's forests, water, settlements is in here. There's not much to the settlements yet, but this will also be the thing that has roads and stuff on it. I gotta build those out. Yeah, no worries. I got it in like 3 places now. We're all good. And then there's the line map itself, and then the names. Now, the text here, I've got those all bundled, because each one's their own layer. Not all of these have the stroke effect on them. They'll need it, right? So if I go in here, put the stroke on, but that is clearly the wrong stroke. And 13 is way too big. I suspect these are like 4? I don't know. Let me open up one of the other ones and check. Yeah, it's 4. Okay. So, yeah. While I'm here, I might as well go and put this on all of them. This little stroke just basically gives it an outline to allow the text to kind of pop from the background. I'm not sure I'll keep it exactly like this, to be honest. It's a bit much. I might go for a more of a gentle fade around them by doing a glow instead. So, if I, like, let me zoom in on Gemwood here, and let me go and find Gemwood and just see how this looks. Maybe the right answer is to do a glow instead. Now, you can't see my layer style thing, but it pops up a thing that allows me to do outer glow. And I can come in here and I can make it bigger, smaller. See, this is at 12. Bring the size down a bit. 6. Question is, how does that read if I zoom out? Still there. It's a little subtle. I can also go into outer glow and change the opacity. So that's at like 75%. It still reads, it's quite a bit more subtle. Boy, at 75%, I feel like it needs to be a bit bigger. Maybe. Now that almost looks gray. Eh. Maybe I shouldn't drop the opacity at all. I think I might have liked that better with it being a little smaller. I think that's better. I think that's cleaner. So then I can go and just change this on all of them. Got Wormbone there. Let's go ahead and get Summer Glen. Red Thistle. Wait a minute. I can't... Can I do this to the entire group of these? Oh my god. So... just need to go in and turn off the effects I just set. I can set them all as a group. I didn't know that. And there we go. Universalized. Handy. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Work smarter, not harder. One of these days I'll figure that out. So what I want to do here today is I just want to keep working on this. There's a few parts of this that are clearly just not done. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it not being done because it's close. This is not far off from what I want. I want to do some more patterning, I think, in the grass stuff. But I'll hold off on that. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to come down here to snow caps. And actually, you know what? Before I do snow caps, let me select my line map. And I'm going to start creating a selection here. And we're going to start up here in the corner. Play around with it a bit and make sure it's doing what I want to do. So I'm going to do Magic Wand, Contiguous, the tolerance, that's fine. It doesn't need to be super high. So, let's see here. Make sure I got my keys correct. Okay, so here I've got my stylus. Oop. There's a little bit in here, but I don't think I can select that little piece there. But I can draw it. So there we got that. Maybe? Yep. Definitely can't get those. Those are not fully isolated. And some of the ones in the background here don't have... They're not finished drawings. So I'm going to have to go in and do that here in the relatively near future. But for now, we'll just do some of this. Yeah, don't skip map day. It's like leg day, but for mapping. That's a thing, right? There we go. No, I do not want to turn on sticky keys. God damn it. Come here. Oops. And really briefly here, let me turn off the text, because I need to be able to see this mountain in the background. Oh, did you hear the sticky key button? Yeah, it does a weird beep. Sorry about that. All right. So that's a pretty good start. I don't know that that's necessarily everything, but it... I don't need the tooltip. Thank you. Oh, nope. Not you. No. It won't grab that. Okay, so let me do this. Oh, I know why. There's more map. Okay, so I've got all my selections here. This should be pretty straightforward. I'm now going to go and make sure I'm on the right layer. I'm in snow caps. Swap over to white. And voila. I'm not done, but that's a good start. Alright, so I can go ahead and deselect. Now I'm going to want to kind of go in and clean up. So let me zoom in here. Clearly there's a few spots I missed. Let me go back to line map. Nope, that was terrain. How dare you? There we are. Let's get this other one back here. Huh. I just realized something. I'm going to back up. So before I'm going to go back to right before I paint bucketed. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go filter, or sorry, select, modify, expand, let's say 2 pixels. Perfect. Alright. I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to do it all at once. Still on the right layer? We are. Okay. Grab these 2 over here. Now we'll come in and expand. 2 pixels. Done. And then we'll come back down to snow caps. And we'll hit it. Okay. So that's going to make my cleanup easier because it fills, because the line layer is on top, it fills out underneath. So that's going to make it a lot easier. So I'm going to just go from left to right here and do some cleanup because I know some is needed. I also still need to go in and do mountain detailing, but we'll get to that. So let me go ahead and zoom in here. I'm going to hop over to a paintbrush. What's the size on this one? Way too large. Let's take it down to a 2. There we are. Anything in here? Yeah, that all looks good. Oh. So you can tell it goes further. It's a little bit hiding in there. A little bit down there. That's all fine. Nope, nope, get out of here. I do not need to change my brush. Now, if I wanted to, I could even do little accents, like that sort of stuff, and, you know, oh, there's some snow ridge here, right, you know. I can do little bits and fun stuff like that. That's fine. I've got a little trick I'm going to do here in just a bit to start adding some depth to the mountains. You can already see it in the mountain structure itself. Let's bring this down. A little bit of overlap there. Clean up a bit of the overbleed. Let's clean that out a hair. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to come into the line layer and fix a thing that's bothering me. Straighten that out just a hair. Kind of an odd bump. Okay. Clean some of these up just a hair here. Like, this is a rabbit hole you can go down endlessly. Like, you can go in here and clean up everything, but you have to remember every pixel you are seeing right now is 1/300th of an inch. So, some of it not super useful. I'm going to come back down to snowcaps here because it's obvious that I got a little... Oh, hey, what is going on there? Oh, I see what's going on there. Come down here, we'll swap here, we'll go get a color dab here. Go back to paintbrush. There we go. The lighter gray was on the other side of the line, or hiding behind it. Anyway, let me get back to snowcaps. We'll swap back to white. Okay. Oh, very messy here. This is just all kinds of sloppy. Mm-hmm. Oh, nope. Really? What is going on there? What layer is that from? Is that from the line layer? Is that what's going on? It is. It's on the line map. Okay. Well, we can fix that. There we go. I definitely don't want to mess with this. This is... the ruins of Rhyme Shield. Tiny little place. Alright. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Let's get back down to snowcap layer. There we are. Just gonna Bob Ross it up here. We're gonna put a pretty little mountain here tonight. Some of these ones over here, the ones that I hand drew, I knew I was going to have to clean up a bit. Time flies when you're cleaning up mountain peaks. How's everybody's week treating them so far? Been excited to kind of watch all the news come out of Paizo, especially today. Very exciting stuff. The union contract was ratified. That's great. Very happy for everybody. Mm-hmm. That's good. It's kind of warm here in Seattle right now. Not sure what's up with that. Okay. Are you hearing the birds from me, or is that from your side? Because I do have some birds outside, my window is open. So that might be me. I'm not sure whether or not the stream is picking it up or not. Let me know. undo that. Switch this. 70s and clouds. Yeah, it's like 76 right now. It's not too bad. It's a little warm in here. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the mid 80s, and then it drops back down in the 70s. I don't know what's going on with the weather. The only thing I know is that I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it being warm. Oh. Alright, cool. I wasn't sure if you could hear the bird. The bird is hanging out in the tree outside, I think. Having a good old time in the late evening here. Okay, that's probably in the lines. Go ahead and get the eraser in here. Yep, there it is. Okay. So... Oh. Okay. Alright. So, I've got a little idea. Let me play around with it here and see if I can make it work. So, the next thing I'm going to do, and you can see this, it's not on every mountain. As a matter of fact, it's only in the taller mountains. I did a little bit of blue work. Right? Just very faint. Kind of see it here. Let me go and get a sample of this blue. Very nice. And we're just going to come back up here and play around with it, because there's definitely some places I could use it. So... Gonna give blue eye shadowing. Definitely doesn't need to be on all of them. It can be on some. I'll do some comparison. Is this definitely kind of bigger and fuzzier? This is very thin line. I might want to go with something a little bigger. That's more like it, I think. Let me do a comparison. It's been a while since I've done any of this. Yeah, it's definitely kind of bigger, chunkier lines. I've also got it to do a... this brush is pressure sensitive, so it'll thin and lighten up the line based on how hard I press on the tablet, which I really like. Gives you a good sense. That's why I love my drawing tablet, is it really does feel like drawing directly into Photoshop, which is a hard experience to do without. You know, as somebody who spent a lot of time drawing when I was a kid, the sensation is kind of key to what skill I have, right? You know, it's... Alright, let's see. Spend the whole stream just drawing snow. It's because I'm so warm. Okay. I'm probably going to want to... I think... I did skip doing some of this on some of the other mountains. I should probably... I don't want to do too much. Like I said, the smaller ones shouldn't necessarily get it. Oh, this weird little peak here definitely could use some of it. That is a hole in that mountain that goes all the way through, and at one day of the year the sun sets through it. I suppose it probably does it 2 days of the year. Yep, nothing wrong with the climate. It's supposed to do that. All right. So... I'm going to need to build a cloning stamping tool to do the forest stuff. That is very time consuming, and I have a large area of it to do. Oh, I just realized I missed cleaning up forest, or mountain peak over here. Alright, so let me zoom back out and see where we're at. That's better. Put the text back in. Looking pretty good. I might move Rhyme Shield down. Or off to the side. Yeah. So one of the next things I want to do, and I might do this on another layer just so that I don't do anything destructive. So I'm going to create another layer above snowcaps. I'm going to go into snowcaps. I'm going to go in, and what I want to do is select the snowcaps that are a little further distant. So let me go and make sure I've got that. Grab that. And not the ones that are far distant, just the ones in the mid distance. So this one. And let me increase my tolerance to say 25. Yep. So that's those in the mid-distance. This one's mid-distance. That one, that one, that one, that one. This one. And this guy. Okay. Oh, nope. And this one as well. Okay, so that's all the mid-disc mountains. Now I'm going to go to this layer 2 here. I'm going to come to this. I'm going to go to white. But I'm going to select this. Then I'm going to open up the color picker. And I'm going to make it same shade, but much more intense. Okay, so there we go. And now I'm just going to go ahead and on that layer above, I'm going to paint bucket it. So that turned them all blue, which is what I wanted it to do. But it also showed me a couple spots where I missed. Wrong layer. Get back here. Snowcap layer. There we are. Got that one. And where was the other bit? It might have been over here to the left. So I've turned all those blue. I don't actually want them blue. I'm going to come into my opacity. And 15... 20? Let's see what happens at 20. Might be a hair too high. 15? I know that's really faint. Let me zoom in here a bit so you can kind of see what I'm trying to accomplish here. Very faint color shifting of the mountains that are further away. Just like the mountains themselves color shift. Yeah. No, I think that's it. And then, so what I'm going to do is then on top of this, I'll create another layer. I'm going to come back down to snow caps. Now I'm going to grab the deep mountain ones. Shift. Come here. Did I even do any other ones? Or is it just those two? Might be just those two right at the moment. Which is fine. Go back up to layer 3. Drop the same paint bucket. And then this one. $25 maybe? That might be the ticket. Yep. I like it. And that will set the groundwork for me to do some more line work and stuff in the background there. So, yeah. It's subtle, but I like it. I like it nice and subtle. Little tonal differences and stuff. There's definitely some things I need to clean up. Just looking in here, some of this is a little sloppy. I need to fix some of my river work here. Some of these hills need, like, you know, go ahead and grab this. Get the brush. Come down to terrain. Like, some of it can stay, because it's just vegetation. But I do want the peaks to kind of pop in here. Yeah, there we go. Little cleanups like that go a long way. So we're getting there. This map still isn't done. But we're making good progress. That is a big help. That's a big step. Those mountain snowcaps not being in there bothered me. The next big thing I need to do is just go in and do all of the kind of mountain texturing to really make the rest of the mountains pop. I got about halfway done the last time I was working on this, and I just didn't finish. So I'm going to keep working on it. You know, I'm going to keep it going along here. Boy, I also need to start defining my road. I probably should make a road layer. Let's see. I'm going to add a layer. And we're going to call it roads. Come here, you. Alright. And just for giggles here, let's see. Special effects brushes. Do I have any in here that are going to work for what I want? Maybe. What's what's this guy? There we go. Those are my roads. Obviously not. I can actually take that down. It might actually work if I take it down to, like... What's it look like at 8? I don't hate that. It looks like little footsteps. Little art second. OBS just said it reconnected successfully. Did we have a blip? We might have had a blip. Okay, so... probably a little too artificial, But I'll keep it in the layer for now and see how I'm going to use it later. So just heads off into the mountains. This isn't, of course, the only road. I don't hate it. I don't. All right. Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save. Because time flies when I map. I'm not the fastest illustrator. But I'm pretty happy with how this has all kind of come together here. I feel like that's kind of what I'm shooting for. That is certainly on the right path. I'm going to go ahead. I already saved it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. We'll bring it back up to here. Here I am. Hey there, folks. So there we go. Nice, chill mapping stream. Had a good time. Drew some maps. Had some fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I may come back and do this next time, and we'll continue to work on this, maybe work on some other stuff. I'll try and work on some of this on my own time, too, so you don't have to watch me do the super boring parts like detailing mountains. But, yeah. I also think I'd like to start getting to a little bit more interactive stuff, especially with some of my maps and stuff. I'm going to be giving people opportunities to name some stuff in Wormbone, because I need more businesses and stuff. So I'm going to be offering up opportunities for that. The higher level folks will get a couple picks. I'll probably throw some to the lower tier folks as well. That way you can have a little piece of Eventide to call your own. Folks, that's all I have here tonight. I got another stream starting up in less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to call this one good. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for your patronage. It really means the world to me. Makes this all possible. Yes, it is saved correctly. No worries there. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.